Long time no see. What's going on, you guys? This is Joseph Conlon coming to you with your Royal Rumble predictions video. Friday night, January 24th, 2020. Um, did my Worlds Collide predictions today right here on the channel. If you haven't seen it already, go check that out as I break down tomorrow night's show. Should be a great show. I already explained all this in the video, so if you haven't already seen it, go check that out. I'm not even going to do my normal intro when I say before I start, go check out my recent videos. I'm not gonna say that. I got so much that I want to talk about the Royal Rumble. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, and I've been waiting and waiting. I've been visioning what am I going to say on this video. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it all week. And now it's here. Royal Rumble, 2 days away. 1 day away in about an hour. It's close to 11 o'clock. It's actually 10:42 on a Friday night. Just got done watching SmackDown. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, man. I want to dive right into it. I'm going to try my best not to go over 30 minutes, but if I end up going over 30 minutes, so be it. It's the freaking Royal Rumble. It is the Royal Rumble. We got 8 matches to go over. So, like I said, I don't want to waste any I don't want to waste any time. I want to dive in right into these predictions. WWE has not announced any matches for the kickoff show at the Rumble, but I feel like there's 2 matches on the card that will probably be on the pre-show because they need to fill time. So I think Chad Gable versus Sheamus is probably going to be on the pre-show, and Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade for the United States Championship will probably be on the pre-show, but it shouldn't, and I will explain why when I get to that match. And then probably something else is going to be on that pre-show as well. Who knows what it could be? WWE comes up with random matches for pre-shows, so we'll see what happens. Let's talk about Chad Gable versus Sheamus. Sheamus recently making his return to main roster television on SmackDown, attacking Chad Gable by giving him a bro kick, and he is picked to fight a bully. This feud has been basically over the smaller guy trying to overcome the bigger guy, just like in 2018 when we got this feud with Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. Yeah, that's the same thing as this. This gives me memories of that feud, and that feud was horrendous. Big Cass was not over at that feud whatsoever. He wrestled Daniel Bryan on pay-per-view twice and couldn't get over with the crowd. That's sad. And then they released him the day after the pay-per-view. Good. But, I mean, you give these guys 15 minutes, I feel like they will give you a decent match. It's probably not going to exceed expectations because they're going to be wrestling in front of an empty Minute Maid Park. And it's going to still be people walking into the arena, probably while the match is going on. So no one cares about this match. I feel sorry for Chad Gable in this situation because this is Sheamus' big return match after, I believe, WrestleMania 35 from last year. This is his very first match back, and he's not losing, so I'm going with Sheamus to defeat Chad Gable. And who knows where this storyline is going after the Rumble. I'm pretty sure they'll have a match on SmackDown. The SmackDown after Royal Rumble. So I'm going with Sheamus to defeat Chad Gable. And I just got off a FaceTime with Eddie, and I got his predictions for the Royal Rumble as well. And he is going with Sheamus as well to defeat Chad Gable. For the United States Championship, we have Humberto Carrillo versus the United States Champion Andrade. Now, Thursday, when they announced this match, that this was going to be happening, my first initial thought was, why? Why is this happening? Humberto just came back and attacked Andrade on Monday Night Raw, and he got no reaction. He got a very underwhelming reaction, I would say. No one cares. No one cares about Humberto Carrillo. You're not going to get me invested in Humberto Carrillo challenging for the United States Championship at the goddamn Royal Rumble. Seriously. Yes, the guy is talented. Yes, the dude has had good matches on Monday Night Raw. But I'm not invested in his character. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows his background story. All they know is that he's just another guy coming up from 205 Live who does flips and has no charisma, has no character, and has no personality. They finally found that with Andrade. They finally recognized that they need to push Andrade. Andrade is championship material, and thank God, Andrade is the United States champion right now. I'm going with Andrade to defeat Humberto Carrillo. It's probably going to be on the pre-show. I hope not. I hope it's on the main card because I gotta admit, I've been loving what they've been doing with the United States Championship ever since Rey Mysterio won that title from AJ Styles. It's been main eventing Monday Night Raw. It's been in key storylines. There was a title change at Madison Square Garden with Andrade beating Rey Mysterio. And we had a ladder match for that United States Championship on Monday Night Raw this week, which was a great ladder match between Rey Mysterio and Andrade. And the championship is getting lots of spotlight. So, that is a great sign. That is a great sign. You got to keep that, to keep that good sign, you got to keep that title on Andrade. I am going with Andrade. Eddie is picking Humberto Carrillo to become the new United States champion. I don't want to see that. He just came back, and he doesn't even deserve a title match. He doesn't, if you think about it, he doesn't even deserve a title match. What did the guy do to face Andrade at the Royal Rumble? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All I can ask for is a good match and for this to be on the main card. And I want Andrade to retain as well. Let's get on the main card, man. Let's get on the main card. The match that I think, is going to start the Rumble. It might put some people to sleep, man. It might put some people to sleep. And I think most of you know what I'm talking about. The big dog, Roman Reigns, versus King Corbin. If you didn't think that the match they had at TLC was boring, wait till we see them in a Falls Count Anywhere match at the Royal Rumble. Oh my, what are they going to do? You know? What are they going to do around Minute Maid Park? You know, Michael Cole was on commentary tonight saying, Roman Reigns, he can pin Baron Corbin at home plate. He can pin Baron Corbin at first base. He can pin Baron Corbin at the upper level. You know, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna pin him on the railroad tracks on left field? God, that's stupid. Oh, he could pin him anywhere. Yeah, we know. Oh boy. This match does not give positive vibes. It gives negative vibes and only negative. I'm sorry, it's just I can't see this match being good whatsoever. I can't. I can't. Nobody wants to see this. Nobody. And I'm sure that the Usos are gonna get involved, and Ziggler and Roode are gonna get involved, and they're gonna help each other. But do you guys remember when at WrestleMania 31, the very beginning of the show, Randy Orton defeated Seth Rollins, and then later on in the night, Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank to become the WWE Champion in one of the greatest WrestleMania moments in the modern era. And then last year, we had Becky Lynch and Asuka start the Rumble. Becky lost, and then a few matches later, she won the Women's Rumble. I can totally see this happening with Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin. And Vince loves doing this. He loves doing this. As much as I want this feud to end so bad, it's been going on since, I think, October. 3 months. I'm going with King Corbin to defeat Roman Reigns. I think that King Corbin is going to defeat Roman Reigns thanks to the help of Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, and he is going to beat Roman Reigns. And we are going to get this feud during the road to WrestleMania, and it's going to probably end at Saudi Arabia, if it's February 20th or February 27th. Because let's be honest, what is Roman doing from Royal Rumble, in between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? What's Roman doing? Nothing. Nothing. So I don't see this being the last chapter. I see Saudi Arabia being the last chapter with Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin. As much as I don't want to say it, Baron Corbin's winning Falls Count Anywhere match. I'm going with Baron Corbin. The Women's Rumble match. Women's Royal Rumble. The first Rumble matches out of 2. We are 2 days until the Royal Rumble pay-per-view in total. We have 9 women announced for the match, which means there are 21 unannounced women. Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, Natalya, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Dana Brooke, and Carmella are the confirmed entrants. How sad is that? How sad. That just goes to show you that the main roster has no women's division. It's honestly sad. It's sad and pathetic. But I did this thing where I wrote down who I think will be entrant number 1 and number 2, most eliminations, longest time length, shortest time length, final 4, final 2, and then my winner. I think entrant number 1 will be Nikki Cross. Entrant number 2, Candice LeRae from NXT. Most eliminations, Charlotte, because WWE's agenda. They love Charlotte. She's not going to win the Rumble. She's going to have the most eliminations. Watch. Longest time length. I refused to go with Charlotte, and I wanted to go with somebody from NXT. So I went with Candice LeRae. I think she's going to have a damn good Royal Rumble match, and I hope she does. Shortest time, Dana Brooke. No longer than, 2 minutes. She stands no chance anyway, so get her out of there, please. Final four, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Carmella, and Shayna Baszler. Final two, Shayna Baszler and Carmella. Yes, I do think we're getting Sasha Banks versus Bayley at WrestleMania, but who is going to face Bayley from between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? Who's it going to be? It's got to be somebody, so they got to build up Carmella for probably Elimination Chamber to go up against Bayley. So that starts now. This starts Sunday at the Royal Rumble by having her be in the final two with Shayna Baszler, and then obviously Shayna Baszler's going over Carmella. Shayna Baszler will win the Women's Rumble match. That is pretty predictable. That is very predictable. It's either going to be Shayna Baszler or Sasha Banks. No, I am not going to include Ronda Rousey in there because I just don't see her coming back. And even if she does come back and win the Women's Rumble, that is lazy. That is very lazy in my opinion. So I don't want to see that, and I honestly I'll be fine with Shayna Baszler winning the Women's Rumble. I'll be fine with it, and that's why I think is going to win the Women's Rumble match, along with probably most of the wrestling communities picking Shayna Baszler as well. So I'm in the same boat as them. I'm going with Shayna Baszler. SmackDown Women's Championship. Lacey Evans, the challenger, versus Bayley, the champion. WWE has been building up Lacey Evans as this big underdog female babyface feuding with Sasha Banks and Bayley on SmackDown. Listen. If WWE honestly thinks that us fans are going to cheer for Lacey Evans over Bayley, they are fooling themselves, man. They are fooling themselves. As you could, I don't know, they might be some brainless, I don't know, clueless wrestling fan who just cheers for all the baby faces and wants Lacey to beat Bayley, but in all honesty, Lacey Evans does not deserve to be the SmackDown Women's Champion, and she does not even deserve to be the SmackDown Women's Champion going into WrestleMania, which is a bigger deal. That's a bigger deal. She does not deserve that. And if she does walk out as the SmackDown Women's Champion, this women's division on SmackDown has no hope. They have no hope. Bayley has to retain. End of story. Bayley has to retain, and if she doesn't, there's no hope for the SmackDown Women's division. If there isn't any already, then there will be more no hope. I'm going with Bayley. I forgot to reveal Eddie's picks for the earlier matches. He has Roman Reigns defeating Baron Corbin in Falls Count Anywhere. Sheamus, oh my god, I said that already. Shayna Baszler winning the Women's Rumble. And Bayley retaining over Lacey Evans. Let's talk Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt. Strap match. Universal Championship. I actually really liked the ending to SmackDown tonight. When you had that contract signing, you had Firefly Funhouse Bray on the screen. Daniel was not putting up with his shenanigans whatsoever, and Bray was like mocking around with him, and then he says, "Oh, you want me to come out? Well, I'll come out. He'll come out." Lights go out. Daniel Bryan has a strap around his wrist. The lights come back on. The Fiend is standing right in front of Daniel Bryan, and he has the strap right around his wrist as well. And they're brawling. Fiend is giving Bryan the mandible claw. Gives him Sister Abigail. Looks over at the desk. Sits down. Opens up the contract. Stabs a pencil into his hand. Handprints the contract. The lights go off. The lights come back on. And the contract is full of blood. I really liked that finish to SmackDown, and it was very interesting, and I thought it was cool. I thought it was very cool. But then we got the strap match. The strap match. Apparently stipulations have been changed. Usually in a strap match, you are supposed to touch all four corners of the ring. And don't get me wrong, Bray Wyatt would look really stupid doing that, and that does not fit his character at all. But isn't a strap match supposed to be you have to touch all four corners? So if you want to change the rules of a strap match, just don't do the stipulation. Do a different stipulation other than a strap match. Like, what the heck? They changed the stipulations. Michael Cole says, the only way you can win this match is by pinfall or submission. Like, do they think obviously they think we're stupid. Obviously. But we know our stuff. And strap match, you have to walk around the entire ring and slap each corner. God, I was very frustrated at that. If you're gonna change the stipulations, if you're gonna change the stipulation rules, just don't do the stipulation. Do something else. Do something else. As my prediction for this match, I feel like this is probably one of the most predictable matches of the night. I am not picking Daniel Bryan to defeat Bray Wyatt. I'm going with Bray Wyatt to defeat Daniel Bryan, and he'll probably move on from Daniel Bryan, even though Daniel Bryan should be the one going to WrestleMania and facing him. Daniel Bryan should realistically win the Rumble match, but no, I'll get to it later. You guys know what I'm leaning towards. Yeah, I am. This one should be very interesting. I'm going with Bray Wyatt to retain the Universal Championship. So is Eddie, for the same reasons as me. Finally, man. The match I'm looking forward to the most on this Royal Rumble match card. You got the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, versus the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, for the Raw Women's Championship. I think after what we saw last year between these two women in the Rumble, with Asuka retaining the SmackDown Women's Championship by making Becky Lynch tap out clean, I honestly think this match that is 12 months in the making is going to be the match of the night. It's going to be the match of the night, in my opinion. It's been a little lackluster build. I haven't really watched Raw consistently. I heard that Asuka spit the green mist into Becky's face during the contract signing. I know that this week Becky wrestled Kairi Sane on Raw and beat Kairi Sane. Then Asuka attacked Becky. I'm gonna pick Becky Lynch to win the match. Obviously, I just don't see her dropping the title 3 months before WrestleMania. But realistically, I think Asuka should win. Get rid of those women's tag team titles. Because they're worthless. There's no tag teams on Raw or SmackDown whatsoever. Just get rid of those titles. Burn them. Separate Kairi Sane and Asuka. Have Asuka beat Becky Lynch at the Royal Rumble. Turn Kairi Sane babyface. And give us Asuka versus Kairi Sane for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. That would be all my dream match card for WrestleMania. But obviously that's not going to happen. Obviously not. But we're probably going to get Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. But I wouldn't mind. I guess it'll be good. But that would be the way I would do things. Break up the Kabuki Warriors. Burn the tag team titles. Have Asuka beat Becky Lynch. And have it be Asuka versus Kairi Sane for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. That's money. That's money. Main event for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The Men's Rumble match. I am about to read the confirmed competitors for the Rumble match. And then we will go over it. We will talk about it. I have no idea what I just did. Hold on a second. Okay. Alright, I got it. So we got Brock Lesnar coming out as the number one entrant. Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, Rusev, Bobby Lashley, Eric Rowan, Aleister Black, Elias, Braun Strowman, Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Otis, Tucker, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Kofi Kingston, Big E, The Miz, John Morrison, and R-Truth. If I'm not mistaken, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27 competitors. We have 3 competitors left open. We have 3 spots open. And one of them is going to be Cain Velasquez. And the other one is probably going to be Edge. How depressing is it? How depressing is it that NXT is not going to be involved in this Rumble match this year? There will be for the women's side because they have nobody on the main roster. They have to have NXT women in the Rumble match. Besides, or else who are they going to have? But it is most likely looking like there's going to be no NXT wrestlers on the men's side. And that is honestly depressing. That is depressing because a face-off between Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle, that's money. Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar, that's money. We're not going to get to see guys like them, Finn Balor, Ciampa, Adam Cole. Instead, we're going to get freaking Cain Velasquez. I'm probably the 3 surprising entrants are going to be Cain Velasquez, Edge, and Kane. That's depressing. That is honestly depressing. Honestly, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm going to read off what I think. I'm going to read off my sheet like I did for the women's. Since Brock Lesnar's already confirmed to be the number 1 entrant, I'm not going to include that. Number 2, R-Truth. I think it'll be R-Truth from what they did on Raw 2 weeks ago, and I think he'll be the first one eliminated in the men's Rumble match. Most eliminations, Brock Lesnar. Longest time length, Brock Lesnar. Shortest time length, Elias. I can totally see Elias playing in the guitar, walking down the ramp, taking his time, gets in the ring, it gets clotheslined out of the ring by Brock Lesnar. I could totally see that happening. So I'm going with Elias for shortest time length. Surprise entrance, I just told you. Cain Velasquez, Edge, and Kane. Final four, Brock Lesnar. I gotta have a dark horse guy in there that probably nobody's gonna have. I had Carmella for the last match. So this match, I have AJ Styles being there in the final four. I got AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, and Mr. Cain Velasquez. Yeah. Yeah. Final two, it's coming. It's coming. Our final two is going to be Roman Reigns and Cain Velasquez. I will put money on that. I would put money on that. At the final two, the men's Rumble match is going to be Roman Reigns and Cain Velasquez. I would put money on it. Because that's how confident I am. That's how this company works. That's how this company works. And Cain Velasquez is eliminating Brock Lesnar to set up that match for WrestleMania. RIP WWE Championship. And Roman Reigns is winning the Rumble match. And we will all bitch and moan and complain just like we did in 2015 when he won the Royal Rumble match, and in 2017 when he came out as number 30. We will be bitching and moaning and complaining Sunday night, I guarantee you. There's going to be some salty people in the wrestling community on Sunday night, man. I can't wait. I'm honestly excited. See this water bottle? These are going to be tears of people complaining that Roman Reigns is winning the Rumble match. And my tears will be in here as well. My tears are in here with all the other people. Don't worry, I'm not excluding myself. I'm in these tears. I'll be certainly pissed. But, I'm hoping I'm wrong. God forbid they surprise us and have Drew McIntyre win the Rumble match. I'll be a happy camper on Sunday night. I'll be a happy camper. Honestly, though, I hope we get a good show. I hope we do. I love the Rumble, man. I really do. It's one of my favorite wrestling. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views of the entire year. Either Rumble, WrestleMania, or Money in the Bank. I love the Money in the Bank match. That's all I gotta say, man. That is all I gotta say. Oh, this has been a long predictions video. We are at 33 minutes right now. Oh, I gotta wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already, subscribe right here on the Big Fight Field channel, as we will be doing reviews tomorrow night for Worlds Collide, Sunday night for the Royal Rumble. We will have Eddie back on the channel with me this weekend. I can't wait for that to happen. Shout out to you, Eddie, if you are watching. Comment down below what your thoughts on Sunday night's Royal Rumble. I would love to know your predictions for the Royal Rumble on Sunday night. Like this video with a super kick, and follow me on Twitter at Joseph Conlon. Follow Eddie on Twitter at Eddie Mullins. And guys, it is 11:15. I'm getting out of here. Can't wait for Worlds Collide tomorrow night, man. I can't wait. It should be a great show. And Rumble, we'll just have to see what happens. But that's it for me, man. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm getting out of here. Have a great night, guys.